channel. Today I decided to film a makeup tutorial for you, and of course this is the look that we are going to recreate in a moment. I hope you enjoy it. I was going for something bronzy, glowy, and of course something that called spring's name in my point of view. This is exactly what I came up with. I am wearing this exact same look in my Q&A video, but on that video I did pair it with a red lip. Since I was trying to go more for the spring vibes, I did pair today's video with this hot pink lip. So without any delays, let's jump into the tutorial. We are going to start by applying a primer, and remember that if you don't have the same products that I do, you can simply replace them for products that you already own. Today, the look we're going for, the look I want to achieve, is a glowy bronzy look. Therefore, I will be priming with something that gives me some type of glow. To be honest, I haven't really tried this primer. I bought it around Christmas time, and when I bought it, the girl told me that that's what she used under her foundation to get the glow that she had. And let's see if I can achieve a beautiful, wonderful, radiating glow like she had. The primer that I will be using is a Peter Thomas Roth 24K Gold Pure Luxury Lift and Firm Prism Cream. And it's this primer right here. So I'm just going to tap this into my skin, and I am going to rub a little bit. What do we think? Do I look glowy enough? For my next step, I will be applying my foundation, and today I am going to use the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation, and my shade is Golden Beige. I am going to be blending out the foundation with my NYX Beauty Sponge. I do want to quickly thank those of you who showed me love and positivity on my Q&A video. Thank you so much for your support. Those of you who are subscribed to me and consistently watch my videos, I really appreciate that. You are gifting me time, and time is very valuable. I do like to blend my foundation out in sections simply so that it won't dry out. I feel like when I do my foundation in sections, it just ends up looking better. But yes, as I was saying, on that Q&A video, I got a little sentimental, and I do apologize for that. I am a very private person, so that Q&A video was a little difficult for me. On an everyday basis in life, I don't know, I don't share much about me. So it was tough, but we got through it. I was going to edit the part where I got a little bit choked up. I thought about not showing it on camera, but hey, that's part of me. My parents are my soft spot, one of my soft spots. So I didn't think it was super bad. That is a part of me. Sometimes I do get sentimental, but I don't know. There's different parts of me. Like in my work area, I'm very tenacious. I feel like I have to be very strong and just tenacious in every single possible way, especially because I care about the people I work with, and I have to do what I feel is going to enhance them. And again, because of that, I'm very tenacious. I'm very tenacious because I want to drive and inspire other people. Now we conceal, and today I will be using the Tarte Shape Tape underneath my eyes combined with the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer. I'm going to combine both of these, and let me tell you that as of lately I try to use very little product underneath my eyes. Sometimes, and as we grow older, we start getting fine lines, and the more product we apply underneath our eyes, there's more of a chance of cakiness, and the product will eventually settle into your lines and it's not gonna look too nice. The less product you have down there, the better. And I'm just simply going to apply a line, another one, and then with the naked skin, I'm going to apply 2 more. 1, 2. And that's it. Now we just simply blend the product out. And this has worked for me very effectively. When I do this, I feel like my makeup looks better throughout the day underneath my eye area. To set my eyes, I will be using the Wet n Wild contouring palette. And this is in the color Caramel Toffee, and I will be using the banana shade. And this powder simply brightens the area beautifully. It gives you a lot of light. And this is a great way of showing you how bad my dark circles actually are. Concealer, nothing underneath my eyes. And there you see the purple dark circles. I mean, that shows you that I do have 2 kids and I sleep late. Not to mention that most of the times when I do record around 1 a.m. And once you're done blending, you simply set. And now I am simply going to set my T-zone with this same banana powder, simply so that it can balance the color and everything out. And then I'm simply going to set this area right there with banana powder so that it can add a little bit of light to those cheekbones. Well, not really to the cheekbones, underneath. But it's going to help me separate the bronzer from the powder a little better. At least I like how it looks better. To set my face, I will be using the Maybelline New York Fit Me Matte and Poreless powder, and my shade is 220. I've already hit pan on this product. It's already screaming for help, and I'm still using it. I haven't replaced it. It's a very nice powder. I like the finish it gives my skin. I don't feel like it's too heavy, and it adds a little bit of color, but not too much. For bronzer, I will be applying the Butter Bronzer in the shade Bronzer. And I'm simply going to apply it with this brush. I am not really going to contour or do anything like that. I'm simply going to messily apply the bronzer everywhere. I will try to accentify my cheekbones, but it doesn't really have to be precise. I just really want to look bronzy. And as you can see, everything's already looking more balanced on my face simply because we are adding bronzer. Now with my fluffy brush, my fluffy powder brush, I am going to go in and I'm simply going to kind of blend the bronzer up here out a little bit, because on camera it looks super intense. And why lie? I do go a little happy with the bronzer from time to time. For my eyebrows, I will be using the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer. I am going to be doing my eyebrows off camera, but I will film an eyebrow tutorial soon. I hear your request, don't think that I don't listen. It's simply that right now I'm struggling a little bit with my eyebrows. As you can see, they're a little bit uneven. This one, I'm trying to grow it out a little more. And once they're a little more even, I will film a tutorial. Right now, I don't want to be fighting with my brow pencil on camera, because sometimes it is hard for me to get them to look like acquaintances even. My eyebrows don't look like sisters, they don't look like cousins. They look like far away friends, the type of friends that are frenemies. You know, my eyebrows are always fighting and clashing with each other. So once they look a little bit more even and I feel more comfortable filling them in on camera, I will do it. I am back. For the eyes, I am going to be using the Jaclyn Hill palette, but do remember that especially for eye products, if you don't have what I'm using, you can simply replace those for products that you already have. For similar colors if you want to achieve the same effect, or with different colors if you simply want to practice the technique. I am going to start by using the color Silk Cream. It's this color on the palette. That is going to be my transition shade. I am simply going to use a fluffy blending brush and I am going to blend the color around my crease. I'm just sloppily applying the color. There's no precision. I'm simply blending so that everything can have a wash of color. Now with a smaller blending brush, I am going to be applying the color Puder a little tighter on my crease. And it's this color right here. It's just a little bit darker than Silk Cream. Now I am going to go in with my fluffy blending brush one more time, but it has no additional product. I'm simply going to make sure that both colors are very well blended. Now with my finger, I am going to be applying the color Mix. And it's this bronzy color right here. I will be applying the color all over my eyelid. Now with the same small blending brush that I used for Puder, I'm going to take the color Mocha, and it's this color right here. And I'm going to apply it very close to my crease. This is basically going to be the shade that is going to marry all the look together. It's going to marry my lid shade with everything else going on. Now, once again, I'm going to go in with my fluffy blending brush and I'm going to make sure that everything is well blended. I did take the color Silk Cream again, the one that we initially used on our crease, and I'm simply going to blend everything out with that same very light brown shade. For my under eye, I am going to take this e.l.f. $1 pencil brush and I am going to start by adding the color Puder, this one right here, very tightly on my lash line, simply so that I can have some color down there. With this small blending brush, I am going to take the color in light, this one right here, and I am going to apply it to the highest points of my brows and to the inner corners of my eyes. And that's just going to give me a little pop of light, a pop of glow. And then usually when I do this, I like to rub the product with my finger because I feel like the product looks more silky smooth. It doesn't look too bam, it looks like it flows. Like it simply is there. And I just simply added a little bit on top of my Cupid's bow on my lips. And that's it. Your eye look is officially complete. Now, if you don't have the palette, an alternative for the inner corner highlight is, of course, a regular highlight. You can apply that to the highest points of your brows and on your inner corners. I usually do that. I usually apply my cheek highlight on my inner corners and on the tops of my brows. But since I do have the Jacqueline palette and that color was available and it's a rocking color, I just decided to add it. So very quickly, let you check out the eye look so far. Now I am going to be applying eyeliner and mascara off camera, and I'll be back in a flash. For eyeliner, I used the Essence eyeliner pen in waterproof. And for mascara, I did use a Maybelline Lash Sensational. I do want to mention that this is a similar look to the one I had on my Q&A video, my questions and answers video. A subscriber did request for me to recreate the makeup look, and that's exactly what I'm doing. But in this video, I am going to pair the makeup look with a different lipstick. For blush, I am going to apply the MAC Sunbask blush, and it's this one right here. Another product that I've hit pan on. That's probably going to be my next video. Products I've hit pan on. Anyhow, I'm just simply going to apply this on my cheeks. For highlight, I am going to be using the Bobbi Brown palette. I received this palette for Christmas, and I am going to be using the color Bronze, the middle shade. And it's this one right here. And I'm just going to apply it on my cheeks. This is a very natural highlight, but it can be built up, and that's what I'm about to do for you. But basically that is what I love about this Bobbi Brown set of highlights. You can build it up if you want. You can make it an intense highlight. And if you're going to work or it's just a simple casual look, you can make the highlights look very natural even though they are 3 different shades. They really just make you look like you're glowing from within if you don't want to go for that bam highlight. I am going to slowly just swipe the highlight brush underneath my eyes simply so that it can give it a tad bit of a glow, but I'm going to just swiftly do it. And then of course I'm going to apply a little bit more, and I'm going to put some on the bridge of my nose. I am going to limit the amount I put on my nose because I do get oily on my T-zone, but I do want to bring attention to that area. And remember, this look is supposed to be glowy and bronzy. And well, it's very perfect for spring. It's very appropriate for the time. To set my face, I am going to use a Milani Make It Last setting spray. And I'm just simply going to spray this all over my face. For my lip color, I am going to be using the Anastasia's Beverly Hills liquid lipstick in the shade Karina. This is a very beautiful, bold, bright pink color. And since spring is flourishing, then I decided to use a bold pink because that is what's really in trend when spring comes around the corner. On my Q&A, I did pair it with a red lip, but on this particular video, I am going to wear this pink shade. On top of my liquid lipstick, I will be adding a Buxom lip gloss, and I'm just going to add a very thin layer on my lips. And there you have it. Your makeup look should already be completed. And this is just the perfect glowy, bronzy, and spring look if you ask me. Now let me show you what we've got. We've come to the end of this video. Hopefully you found it helpful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Also, hit that bell button for notifications, and I'll see you around next time. Goodbye.